Hola clase. We are going to learn right now how to record your screen for presentations. You're going to have to open a new tab in your browser. Make sure you're using Firefox. And go to Screencast, Screencast.com. Screencastomatic.com. So you go to this website, and then if you already have an account, then that's great. If you don't, then you will have to make one, unfortunately. But it's all free, and you already have all the software that you're going to need downloaded because it's all the same software that's required for My Spanish Lab. So you shouldn't have to do anything extra. Go to the login button, and you'll have to register. You just register with your email and your password, and you click the Agree to Terms of Service. I already registered, so I'm just going to sign in. And I'm going to log in. Oops. Okay, so now I'm here, and it's telling me I already did something, which I already did. So, all right. So once you're in, it'll give you your email address, and it'll say start recording. So you click start recording, and it'll say loading here, and there will be a little red Lego box blinking in its corner. So you have to click on that box, and you have to click activate. So that will allow the Java to run on your computer. And then just click run, and then it's ready. Sorry, I've got way too much stuff bouncing up here. We're going to delete that recording. Okay? So, if you see this screen, then once you click start recording, you'll see this little cutout screen. And if you look at the microphone area, you'll be able to tell it's working with that green bar that's moving there. So you can drag your screen to be as much as you want or as little as you want. You can record as much or as little as you want on your screen. And at this point, you'll want to make sure that you open the PowerPoint presentation or whatever you made, your Prezi or your PowerPoint or your whatever, for your culture presentation, and make sure that this box is around the whole thing. So, for example, if I wanted to record something I have in Word, for example, if I wanted you guys to see everything that I wrote about your culture presentation, I would just move the box to around this page, and I could shrink it to fit. And then you would just click the record button, and you would record your presentation. I'll wait for it to say 3, 2, 1, go. Then you record your presentation. You have 15 minutes, and it'll kind of tell you the time. Will tell you how it's going. And then you can click done when you're done. Or if you are interrupted for whatever reason, you can just hit pause. And then you can hit record again to continue. You can even rewind a little bit. If you messed up on something, you can go back a little bit and then say record from there, and you can just start over. Start over if you want. Then you don't have to start over from the whole thing. So then it says you want to truncate and continue recording. So you can decide if you want to truncate it, which means go back to where you rewinded, or if you want to continue at the end of it. So we're going to pretend that we wanted to truncate it and start over, and then wait for it to go again, and then you go. And then you record until you're done, and then you click done. Once it's done, then you will click publish to YouTube. And when you click publish to YouTube, you will title your presentation. I'll call it test screencast. You have to describe it. So culture presentation on Spanish food. Okay. And then you can leave all these other ones at their defaults. You don't need any tags. You don't need any categories. You don't need to just leave the video public. And then you will have to add a YouTube account. And right here it'll say add YouTube account. You click on it and then follow the instructions there and make sure that you sign into the YouTube account that you created when you did your first introduction vlog. So if you already have a YouTube account, then great. If you don't have a YouTube account, you'll have to create one of those as well. And so once you create your YouTube account, just follow the instructions there. They also have instructional videos if you can't figure out how to do that. Once you get your YouTube account there, just click upload to YouTube, and it'll say uploading to YouTube. It should go pretty quickly. And then once it goes, then you'll just upload your video from YouTube into Blackboard the same way that you did with the first video that you did in week 1. Hopefully this week it'll work better than it did before. So okay, there we go. So you get your link, you can click on it, you can go straight to your YouTube. It'll take you to your YouTube account, and then if you just go to your video manager, it'll usually be there. Yeah, so here's your test screencast. And then so you remember that it's called test screencast. We'll take you back to Blackboard. And then click on Presentaciones Culturales. This is where you're going to go to post your actual video. You go into Presentaciones Culturales and you click Create Blog Entry. Once you're in Create Blog Entry, you want to title it your name and then your topic. So I'm going to say Carolyn Pereira, Peruvian music. So your topic and your name. And then you can click this mashup tool and go to YouTube video. And now what did we title our YouTube video? We called it Test Screencast. So then go back to Blackboard and search for YouTube video. Click Test Screencast and go. Oh, apparently lots of people do their thing as a test screencast. So you can sort by upload today and click go again. And anyways, I don't see ours, but if for whatever reason you can't find yours, it should be this first one that appears. Just hit select, and then you can submit. Now, if you can't find your video, if you can't find your screencast, like we just didn't find it just now, you can also go into here and click on your video. You can wait a few minutes, which it may have just been too fast and it wasn't there yet.
Then you record your presentation.
Pause. Okay. So you can hit share as well. And you can put the link to your video, which is right here. Link to your video and post that in Blackboard. And you can also try this embed code. If it doesn't work, then just don't worry about it. But use the old one and see if that works. So you can choose, just leave your width the default size, and then copy paste your so in order to paste in your embed code, you have to turn off this toggle switch, go all the way down to the bottom, and paste it, and then push post entry. So let's see what happens. Look. So now we have 3 different ways to post your video. You can do the mashup tool, which is the best one, and that's the one I suggest that you use first. If you can't find your video, then just wait a few minutes and hopefully it'll work better. You can post the link to your video, or you can use that old embed code and make sure that you use those little alligator teeth. I'll show you one more time. Make sure you open these so that you get all this weird text, and just go to the bottom before you paste your video. And then you click post entry and you'll be fine. So those are 3 different ways to post your video. Use the mashup tool first, or a link, and then the final option is to try to embed your video. It's the most beautiful way to do it, but sometimes it causes issues, as we found in week 1. So, if you have any other questions, I hope that you will be able to resolve them. Alright, thank you very much, and hasta pronto. Adiós.